With Ellucian, we know we have a partner that shares that commitment to student success, that is invested with us in making sure we're using this system to its potential. We know we can reach out with questions. It's wonderful knowing that there are other Banner schools that have maybe taken a path that we're thinking about, that we can reach out to and ask for advice, as many schools reach out to us and say, hey, how did you do that? How are you using the system? At Temple University, we use the Banner implementation as an opportunity to look at not only everything we were doing, but what we wanted to do.
Before Banner, our 4 core administrative systems, which are student, finance, HR, and institutional advancement, were in 4 separate siloed systems. There was no integration between them. If you can imagine an environment with 4 separate databases, 4 separate programming languages, 4 separate reporting tools. Likewise, in the functional areas, the processes that we had were all disjointed. And everyone that works at a university knows that processes flow from office to office across functional boundaries.
Before Banner, we always hit a pain point over and over reporting in a really specific way. Someone would want to know, a faculty member in HR is in Department X. That's who pays them. They teach under this department, but it's a different code. It might be the same department, it might not be. So it was difficult for us to map those things together for reporting purposes. With Banner, we don't even have to think about that. Before Banner, it was a constant headache. After Banner, it was a foregone conclusion. It was just done for us. So we had often challenges like that between all of our different systems. So having the one database, it's very easy to be innovative in one way, because now that bedrock foundation is there for us. We don't have to make it. We can just think above that and do what we need to do that's specific to us.
Our core business is providing education and higher ed. So it was incredibly important to us to partner with a company that focuses all of their attention on providing processes and software that supports the higher ed process. I don't think it would have been as easy to develop some of these integrated workflows if we did not have the tried and true functionality native in Banner.
I wouldn't understand any other institution getting an ERP system that's not higher ed centric. If you do that, you're going to be spending a whole lot of time and resources making the parts that have to be education specific, and that's a waste of time and money you could be spending towards improving other functionality at the university.
With Banner, it was pretty obvious right away that they had higher ed in mind.
When we implemented prerequisites, that was the opportunity to really think about what are the skills and knowledge a student needs to take with them from one course to another. What do we want to say to students about this is what you need to succeed in a course? So prerequisite became not only a technical implementation, but a tool for us to really think intentionally about our curriculum and how students move through it.
Temple, we're a large school. We have close to 40,000 students. So, when we do priority registration, we have to make sure that hums. The peak is within the first 3 minutes, and we're registering 1,500 students at a time, and it has gone off without a hitch. So, self-service Banner has been great to us, and we have found it very scalable. Prior to Banner, we did not have prerequisite checking. So students were registering into courses that they weren't eligible to. And it was incredible after the fact, manual and/or batch process to de-enroll students and get them in the right classes. Well, now with prerequisite checking, as a student is registering, if they have not met the requirements, they cannot register in class. I can't tell you how much of an impact that has had in cutting down, obviously, post-de-enrollment activities. So all of the advisors and even faculty members, administrators are freed up from doing that process now, and students are getting in the right classes. We have 100 undergraduate programs here, and all of them have some form of prerequisite, and Banner and during registration via SSB, that performs just fine.
We really are student-centered, and being able to see a student data-wise from the very beginning of the process and be able to follow that through all the way to the end. That's really huge. The fact that an ERP system and Banner in particular lets you do that is profound, yeah.
once their undergraduate career is over, we're not done. So we can use that data to reach out and talk to them and market to them to get them to consider coming back for another degree.
Banner gives us a common language to talk about students. With an integrated ERP, the various functional areas across campus can talk to each other using a common language. The nice thing about is that when students succeed and they're part of the class of 2018, institutional advancement can reach right out to them and say, congratulations, you're now a proud Temple alum.